Hi guys, my name is Brittany if you're new here. If not, thank you for coming back. So today I wanted to show you a nice affordable way to create this beautiful soft prom look.
Kicking off this tutorial, you are going to want to start with a clean face and you are going to want to prime it to make sure everything stays. So I'm using this NYX spray primer and I'm spritzing it on there, making sure I get every spot on my face. And when you wipe it like this, it helps set the makeup a little bit better. For the face, I'll be going in with the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the color beige, just in case you are my same skin tone. And I'm putting this under the eyes to hide any bags and just add a little bit of brightness under there. It gives you a more youthful look. You're pretty youthful looking already if you're going to prom, but it just adds a little glow to your face. And any red areas or discoloration, or if you have some problem areas like acne or maybe some acne scarring, cover those as well. Now I wanted to just use the concealer instead of a foundation because I intended this tutorial to be for people who don't normally wear makeup, so it could be a little bit uncomfortable to try to do foundation and the whole routine. And it's very light, and this really does cover a whole bunch. I like to use this for every day anyway instead of using foundation, and it makes you look less cakey, which you'll be taking a lot of photos, so you kind of want to avoid anything like that. Done buffing out your concealer, you're going to want to go in with the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. This is a loose translucent powder, so you are going to want a powder brush. I put a little bit of the product on the brush and swiped it slightly and softly across my face just to set everything, but not putting too much so I don't look too powdery in photos. But that's also what's great about this certain powder is because it is made for picture taking, and that's why it's HD Studio Photogenic, so it'll help you avoid that. And I also avoided baking with it as well because sometimes when you take a picture with a flash on and you had baked, it pops up under big white spots underneath your eyes. And you're going to want as flawless of photos as you can get for prom. Going in with a very well-loved product of mine, I'm taking the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer in the color Sundance, and I'm adding some color to my face because I don't want to look too washed out. And since we are going with the subtle look, we aren't going to contour. We are just hitting the parts of our face where the sun naturally hits. So your cheekbones, the top of your nose, and your forehead. This gives you just a nice little glow, and it's a good way to look a little bit more alive. For blush, I'm going in with this e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm using this light pink shade here. If you have a darker skin tone, I suggest you using the darker pink in the palette. And I'm putting a little bit of product on the brush and swiping it onto my cheeks. Again, we're going for a subtle look, so you kind of want to make it look like you're naturally blushed. My camera stopped before I could show you the product, but I'm using the Hard Candy Glow All The Way Luminizer, and I'm putting those on my cheeks. This helps create a nice base to really build up a highlighter on your cheeks because you don't want to be too subtle to where it just looks everyday. You want to add a little bit of glam somewhere because it is prom. So after that, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette, and I'm using this first golden shade here. Oh, and this palette is called Catwalk Pink. Next, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette in Nude Awakening. And for the crease and outer V, you're going to go in with this golden shade and just windshield wipe in the crease. You can build this up to as intense as you want it or as light as you want it. And don't forget to soften it out with a fluffy blending brush. Going in with this light shade, put it in the inner corners and on the waterline of your eye. It will brighten the whole look overall. And using this NYX Cream Shadow in Pinky Beige, place that in the center of your eyelid. It is a little bit thick, so it can be a little bit difficult to work with. But when you take the color that you used before in your crease and outer corner and kind of put it in your inner corner as well, it blends the look together a lot better than if you were to just leave the cream shadow. And with this deep Plum. You're going to put that on the very outer V. Just put a little bit, not as much as we did when we went in with the other color. This adds some dimension. And of course, blend it out so it is not harsh. Using my number 7 Stay Perfect Long Lasting Volume Mascara, I'm just going to curl my lashes and put a coat on. And after that, I'm going to be taking this NYC City Proof 24-hour eyeliner pencil in Blackest Black and going into Tightline. Since it is prom, you want to glam it up with some false lashes. I'm using these faux mink ones from Ardell. And if this is your first time wearing false lashes, I highly suggest practicing wearing them before officially wearing them at prom. They can be a little bit difficult, but I do have some tips to offer you, which is this. For the perfect glue consistency and stickiness, put the glue on the lash line and set your stopwatch for 30 seconds. And when that goes off, set it onto your eyelid, and you can use your fingers to press them together. I like to also use tweezers to set them in the right spot as well. And for the brows, I'm going in with this e.l.f. brow palette in the color Dark, and I'm using an angled eyeliner brush because I really like how they help me shape my eyebrows. I'm not going dramatic with this, I'm just going a little bit over my natural lash line just to shape and arch it because my natural lashes are pretty thin and sparse. But again, you just wanted to blend with the eye look, so don't do anything too crazy. For a soft nude lip, I'm using this Wet n Wild lipstick called Bare It All. And to make it not so boring, I'm taking that light pink shade from the illuminator and dusting that onto my lips to give it a little bit of a glow. And here is the finished look. I did some close-up shots here so you can see firsthand how this looks.
Well, that is it for this tutorial, guys. I hope that this took away any stress that you may have had in choosing what you want to look like for prom. And if that did, be sure to click on that thumbs up down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to type in the comment box. And if you like what I'm doing here in my corner of YouTube, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. I like to do a mix of beauty reviews, DIYs, and just the general whatever the heck I feel like putting out on my channel. Well, I hope you have a blast at prom, and if you did this look, or if you just want to anyway, you can tag me on Instagram in your prom photos. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube, which is Britzilla21. I would love to see how you looked for prom. Alright, have a blessed and beautiful day, and I hope you come back for my next video. Bye!